Hi guys, Sibix here. Today with the video on how to get the last chest in the Hydra Clash if your clan qualifies to obtain one of those 3 ranking rewards. So to do so you need the following champions. You need a Tidus, you need a Donny, you need somebody who can put Hex, in my case it's Mithrala, you need a Mikage or somebody who ally attacks, and a Wixwell. And I will simply show you how the run goes, and then later we'll talk about the stats and requirements. So to start off, we're quickly going on manual. So you buff with the Donny. You make sure to place the increase attack and increase crit damage and taunt this head here. When I say taunt, I mean that Wixwell will also join in the attack with his A1. And if you're lucky, he taunts him. Then for the Mithrala, you simply start with the Hex to spread the debuffs. Here in that case, you can open with the Leo with his A3, and Tidus, as always, just does his A2. So as Leo is the champion with the highest crit damage, he will get swallowed by the Hydra first. And I'll just let it run through now. So Wixwell prolongs and grows the shield. Donny resets the cooldowns. And that's basically it. Growing shield again. Tidus taunts. Which is also okay, your shield will be so heavy. Quickly pausing and letting it skip forward a little bit. So you basically are in turn 81 now. Of course you have to be a little bit lucky that after Leo gets swallowed that your next hero won't be Wixwell right from the get-go. But running it once or twice on quick battle, you should definitely be able to obtain all those points. What's also important to note here is that with Donny and Leo we have constant healing. So every time Leo attacks, of course, Donny is gonna attack as well, which triggers his heal. So you're actually good to go, and you're quite sturdy, quite tanky with this build. So the Hex is on the Hydra heads. They're currently immune to damage. We're already at 115, 116 million damage. Multiply that by 4 and you're already good to go with the chest. And the 1 key for the Hydra. And we have still a bunch of turns left, so of course you have to be lucky a little bit that, Wixwell will taunt the first head. If he doesn't, then there's still the option of letting Tidus take the taunt. Then the next thing, if Leo gets swallowed the first time, if Tidus is your next target for the devouring, then of course the run is also not gonna be as effective. This is simply RNG. So if you use a Pelops, or whatever the name of the new fusion was, you can get more reliable results, I guess. Also, sometimes it will happen that your Titus will attack a target that's currently that's currently immune to damage, right? After the Hydra, the decapitated head, returns. So, of course, manualing the whole run will be a lot better. But it still works on auto and quick battle. So now the next target for the devouring in this run is Titus. And if that happens, you lose a ton of damage because the magma shield won't be active, or a volcano shield won't be active anymore, but so be it, you're already done with the run anyway. You have your one key, last chest, so all good. So Titus got swallowed here now. If that happens, the run is basically over. Yeah, so it's a little bit of RNG still, but yeah. Of course, you can still build up the shield, but you won't do nearly as much damage with two shields gone from the shield set and from the volcano heart. So, yeah. So I ended the battle now after Titus lost his shield. 1.6 billion clash points. That's way over what you require for the last chest. Let's keep those results quickly. So that's also a build worth trying out. And yeah, for the stats, we have to have the following. We run Mikage in a shield set, of course, so can also be a protection set for the 10% damage increase. The total stats here for the Hydra battles: 274 speed. The rest doesn't really matter. Here it's important, as said, the highest crit damage champion, that he gets swallowed first, because he does not play a important role in the team, easily being substituted by Mikey. Mikey would be, as said, a lot better. He also triggers Tony's heal, and Mikey can put a decreased defense. But I guess Leo is fine if you wanna still continue after your Wixwell after your Titus is getting swallowed. So Titus you want to have with highest resistance as possible. Also a nice amount of crit damage, can be a lot higher, but then your Leo also has to be as high. So I recommend taking off the crit damage gauntlets and giving him death gauntlets. As little health as possible, because it splits his damage. You probably already know how the damage for Titus is being calculated. Around 213 speed. Also, impulse sets don't hurt, simply to reset his A2. Then the Donny, simple speed set, and a little bit of a camouflage, or chronophage, however you call that. Also Donny in total 276 speed. He should be actually a little bit slower than the Mikage, simply to reset the cooldowns. But unfortunately, I did not roll the right amounts here, because then Mikage can also prolong the shield, right? Again and again and again, and the order is not fucked up. So having Mikage a little bit faster than Doni would help quite a lot. For the Mithrala, the only really important thing is that the Mithrala has a ton of accuracy, round about 500 should be enough. Speed is also 200, 240, something like that. Is completely okay. She doesn't have to be too fast. All she has to do is get this hex debuff on the people. I run her with a second shield set. As said, if you want to switch here to a protection set and go with a shield set here, it's also totally okay. Then for the Wixwell, he should be the fastest champion on your team. 400 accuracy is a little bit too low, but what's really important here that he's, as said, the fastest with around about 300 speed. That should be fine. Regarding the masteries, no big deal here actually. I'll quickly show you. So yeah, that's it guys. I thank you all for watching. If you like this kind of content, I hope you consider liking or subscribing. It helps me feed my dog. His name's Yuki. So I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.